I have Emily Cruz with me today. She's a cast member from The Christmas Carol. Emily, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, yeah. So, Emily, tell us just a little bit about the big event that you guys have coming up with it's the Rexburg Community Theatre, correct?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So, yeah, tell us about the show you guys have coming up this week.
It is a phenomenal show. We're working on our last rehearsal tonight. The whole rehearsals has been going on for a couple of months. Everyone has been phenomenal. David, our director, he's a phenomenal director, incredible. Michaela, our stage director, she is doing a phenomenal job as well. Our cast members, I'm just going to say we are going to pretty much blow you guys away. Everyone has been doing amazingly. I think this is one of the best productions I have been a part of.
Wow, that's awesome. You also mentioned that you've been a part of other productions too. Give us a little bit about your background in, theater, these kind of things and these kind of productions.
This is actually my first production here in Idaho. I'm from Michigan, so I've done a lot of theater there. My first production was actually a variation of A Christmas Carol called Scrooge the Musical. It was definitely one of my favorite shows that I've done, and after doing that, it's been continuously going on, and then coming up here, doing A Christmas Carol with RCT. I have to say, it almost feels like family.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So tell us about your role. I understand we were talking a little bit before, and you have, it seems like, many roles in the show. Tell us a little bit about them.
So the main role that I have is one of the business people in the future scene. I just only have a couple of lines, but it is definitely still a fun role. Other roles that I have, one of the ghost extras when Marley is talking to Scrooge, warning him about the visitors that he has. There's a scene that I am in Fezziwig's party where I get to be a dancer. That is going to be a lot of fun. I think people will enjoy watching that. I know a lot of us have a lot of fun doing the dances. I'm also in one small little portion of the present scene where you'll see a little bit of the spirit of Christmas.
With your guys' production of Christmas Carol, tell us a little bit, for people that might not know as much about the storyline, tell us a little bit about it, and then also if you guys are doing maybe your own personal spin or how you guys are adapting it.
So the story of A Christmas Carol stars a man by the name of Ebenezer Scrooge, who despises Christmas for personal reasons, and so he just goes about his life in London saying that Christmas is a humbug, not exactly enjoying the festivities, making everybody's lives sort of miserable throughout it all, but people still find the Christmas spirit within it. On Christmas Eve night, his dead partner, Jacob Marley, who had died 7 years ago, comes to visit him. So he is warning him that he will be visited by 3 spirits, showing him different parts of life that will show him that Christmas is more than just what a lot of people have been just showing him. Like, a lot of people have been asking him for donations and all sorts of different things, and he just doesn't get the Christmas spirit with it. So these 3 spirits visit him: Ghost of Christmas Past, Ghost of Christmas Present, and Ghost of Christmas Future, and they show him different aspects of the Christmases that were, are, and will be. And a lot of what's in the script is actually very, very faithful to the Christmas Carol novel. But I'd say a few spins in our own RCT, trying to just show a lot of faith towards Charles Dickens and the effort that he's put into the novel.
Tell us too, have you guys done the Christmas Carol before? Have you guys presented it before?
We did, actually. Last year we had.
How have rehearsals been, at least from your perspective? How has it been putting all, the time, the work, the effort into this production?
What I've seen from the cast, everyone has been putting in a lot of great effort for their parts, and everyone is doing amazingly. For me personally, all I was really focused on was trying to get my blocking down, making sure I knew my lines pretty well, even though I only got 3. Yeah, everyone during rehearsals we were all very patient with David. I want to say this production is going to be a really great one. Personally, for me, A Christmas Carol has been a huge part of my life because it shows that, yes, Christmas is about our Savior and the birth of him and his life, but it also shows that Christmas is a time of giving, of love, of time to be with family and those we care about. And I want to say definitely in the scenes with the present and the past, you can definitely see a lot of love and happiness and joy within showing the true Christmas spirit.
That's great. Thanks for sharing that. Emily, if you're making, I guess, an invitation out to the community of Rexburg, just to everyone, whether it be students, locals, whoever it may be, why should people come and see your guys' show?
I would say most personally for me, Christmas Carol is definitely a classic and a loved tradition between a lot of people that I know. So definitely A Christmas Carol, coming to see A Christmas Carol would be a wonderful tradition. But also, if you want to just enjoy seeing a fun production, this one is definitely a fun one to come see.
That's awesome. So just give us one last reminder for those listening, when the production's going on, where it is, and any costs or anything like that.
We are doing A Christmas Carol at Madison Jr High School, December 11th through the 13th. Show will start at 7 o'clock. Tickets, I believe, are $15 a person for normal seatings. I think there's some other tickets for different experiences within that area. But for more information, I believe you can go to RCT's website and also on their Facebook page, their Instagram. It'll be linked in their page.
Mm-hmm. So just search Rexburg Community Theatre? Just
search RCT, Rexburg Community Theatre.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks so much for being here with us today, Emily. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
I have Casey Davis with me today. He plays Ebenezer Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. Casey, thanks for joining me today.
Oh, thanks for having me. This will be fun.
Yeah, of course. So you play the role of Ebenezer Scrooge, right? The main character
right.
in this play, which is crazy. Tell us a little bit about, I guess, just, your acting background and how you got the role of being Scrooge.
Okay. Well, this is my second actual show, so my acting background is not a ton. My first thing that I did was just the Mary Poppins that Rexburg Community Theatre also did this year. But the process was I went in to audition and nailed the part. I mean, I practiced. My wife studied musical theater in college before transferring to BYU-Idaho. So she's been able to give me lots of advice and tips on ways to use my voice and my presence. I've got a big booming voice, so I can do the intimidation, and I've got the character to be both scary and also at the end, the transformation. That was the part that came more naturally to me because, being kind to people and celebrating Christmas comes naturally to just about everyone. But the process of getting the part and learning that I had to be, someone that I wasn't has been really fun and a process that I've enjoyed, and it's coming to fruition, the hard work. It's been wonderful.
That's awesome. So you haven't played Scrooge before then?
No.
Okay, awesome. And I guess you've been rehearsing as Scrooge since September about.
Yeah.
On there. Awesome.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how rehearsals have gone, how they've gone for the whole crew and then also you personally.
Yeah, the rehearsal, we blocked all the things, which is a theater term for being told where you're supposed to stand, and you add in how you move and what you say and how you say it. And you memorize the lines, get off book. The rehearsals have gone pretty well. We get to practice. We're very grateful to the VFW building. The Veterans of Foreign Wars in Rexburg are gracious enough to let us use their space for our rehearsals. And now Madison Jr High School is kind enough to let us use their stage. But the rehearsals are fun because we're not in the place where we're going to be performing for most of it. So we have to, we're improvising and we're improvising. But as we know exactly who our characters are, I mean, a lot of the actual rehearsal happens when we're not even practicing. Like, I've read the book by Charles Dickens now 3 times in preparation for it. I've watched Muppets: A Christmas Carol, and I've seen the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol and the George Scott Christmas Carol. There's a lot of reference material to study. And so besides learning my lines and practicing with the direction and with the other cast members, the rehearsal process is a lot of understanding who you are, because, I mean, you know, us in college at BYU-Idaho, we've been trying to figure out who we are for our 18 to 25 years of life. Mm-hmm. But for playing Ebenezer Scrooge, I've got to figure out who he is in 3 months. And then I've got to learn all the lines and where I am and all the things that happen on top of that. It's an adventure, and a really, really, I mean, it's impactful too.
Yeah. That's awesome. So did you attend BYU-Idaho then?
I am currently a student at BYU-Idaho.
Oh, you are? Okay, yeah. Sweet. What's your major here?
I'm a major in exercise physiology with a minor in psychology.
Awesome. Sweet. Yeah. And how long have you been with the Rexburg Community Theatre?
It'll be almost a year now. The first thing that I did started in March of last year, or of this year, so 2025.
Oh, great. And with being the lead, right, in Scrooge, what has been, because I guess you've kind of already talked about maybe the most difficult part is just, you know, would you say that's the most difficult part, is learning the character and memorizing the lines, or would it be something else?
Learning the character. Memorizing the lines is one thing. Anyone can memorize words for the most part, but understanding what led me to saying it, why I'm saying it, how I feel about the way that I'm saying it, how I feel about the person I'm saying it to even. Like, I've got pages of notes and lots of different highlights, and I've gone through a bunch of different inflections of how to pronounce something. So learning who Ebenezer Scrooge really is and why he is the way that he is way more difficult than, I mean, just assuming, because lots of people can assume. I mean, you can look and see, oh, that's a grumpy old man, but then you actually have to understand why. Like, there's a lot behind him, and if you come and watch the show, you'll see just how much maybe you didn't know that Ebenezer Scrooge did go through to become who he was, not just then with the transformation, but it goes into a lot of showing exactly why Ebenezer Scrooge is who he is. And I think the reason we can portray that as well as we do is because we've put in the work to understand who we are.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. So, Casey, what would you say has been your favorite part about playing Scrooge so far?
My favorite part is the people that I work with. I think if you watch the show, you'll see lots of chemistry between the actors, especially if you come and say hi to us after it is over. I've known some of the people in it before. Like, I've had, like, the director I knew before, and the Ghost of Christmas Past I knew before, and some of the other characters are people that I'm friends with already, but a lot of the people I'd never really met before, like the Cratchit family is all being played by a real life family, and I'd never met them before. They're wonderful. So getting to know them better has been amazing. Ghost of Christmas Present has been amazing to get to know better. He's got some of his actual children in the show too. So just, I mean, this has been kind of a family affair where there's lots of people who are related, lots of people who knew each other and are friends, but we've all come together and we've got kind of our Christmas Carol family. And creating that family and that chemistry has been the most wonderful blessing of this.
That's great. So, Casey, if you're making an invitation, you know, or a pitch to people on why they should come and see the show, what would you tell people? Why should they come and watch it?
As a student at BYU-Idaho, I know life is busy. Yeah. As someone who had to make enough money to attend BYU-Idaho, I know that life is busy. But this is a step into a story. You get to take, I mean, maybe a couple hours total if the show runs a little long, a couple hours out of your weekend to come in and experience something. I mean, it's one thing to watch something on TV. It feels a little, it doesn't feel real when you watch something on TV. But when you get to come and see a live performance, you're stepping into the story. You know, these people are around you. You're seeing it with your senses. You're experiencing it with all of your senses. And a story like The Christmas Carol has been told for 200 years. And the reason for that is because it is so good. So not only do you get a nice break from your finals or a nice break from, the stress of life, you get to enter a story that is timeless, a classic story that is ultimately about repentance, change, the atonement of Jesus Christ, all through an incredibly, just talented actors, but also memorable characters and moments. You get to not only see the things that happen in A Christmas Carol, but you get to experience them. And that's something that I wouldn't want to miss. So.
That's awesome. Well, Casey, anything that you would add that maybe I missed?
There will never be another one quite like this. Like the movie you can always go back to, but this one is a unique experience. A telling of a story that everyone knows, but it's never going to be told like this ever again because of the people who are doing it. It's a unique opportunity to witness a story that's been told a lot of times, but this one will be different in a great way. So,
awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks so much for being with us, Casey, and good luck playing Scrooge.
Hey, thank you very much.